Listen up, girls and gents, there may be a variety of remarkable matters coming for XRP within the very near destiny that all of you need to stay up for. And today we're going to talk approximately all of that, what is occurring with the economic system, however, most significantly, some phrases from one of the XRP founders, David Schwartz. He's the CTO at Ripple. He is the tech guy. He is aware the generation, the ledger, and how a path they may be going to carry this to the hundreds in a way. That has never been seen before. And these days we are going to get a few phrases from him. But before we get into that, there may be a lot more going on with the financial system that we certainly need to simply have a look at, because frankly, we're in exceptional waters. XRP is going for walks considerably extra in advance than everybody absolutely anticipated, and which means that the ceiling for this bull run has just gone up significantly as well. Many human beings are calling for a $20, $30, or maybe a $40 XRP throughout the height of this cycle, which is possibly just 5 or 6 months away. But I'm right here to inform you men that the long-time vision is in reality so much larger than that, and we are going to be moving into that very shortly. But first, I suggest let's communicate about what is occurring this week with the economy due to the fact there's a lot that is presently occurring. We can see the October housing starts off evolved information Tuesday. Nvidia reviews profits Wednesday. The Philly Fed manufacturing in Texas are rising Thursday. October present home sales data is rising Thursday. And then the SP Global US production PMI information is coming Friday. And so is the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Records. This is a genuinely critical week. It truly is developing here for the cryptocurrency world. Now, you might be thinking, like, what does the video ought to do with cryptocurrency? Or what is a consumer sentiment or the SP ought to do with cryptocurrency? Something you possibly observed is the technology shares in the cryptocurrency area are very closely tied for some of exceptional motives. I suggest one big motive we'd say is that Nvidia, of course, powers all the Bitcoin miners inside the global. That's a quite large idea, quite huge deal, I mean. And of identical type of coat with the Michigan Consumer Sentiment Facts, what we be aware is the sentiment records and the correlation towards cryptocurrencies, pretty lots proper on cue. An identical thing with production, as of the economic system, right? There's no production, I suggest we have no goods and services, and so seeing how producers are doing, how a whole lot they may be producing, is an honestly exquisite indicator to peer precisely wherein we are going to be headed in terms of monetary output, GDP increase, all of that high quality stuff. And the Fed is looking at all of this whilst they are figuring out whether or no longer they are going to decrease interest charges, so this plays into truly everything, and it's truly essential that we live tuned for this week to come. I'll be giving you guys all of that statistics, but first I want to present you guys some loopy information before we get into the crypto stuff. Number one, there is a document $17.9 trillion in household debt. There's a report $12.6 trillion in mortgages. There's a document $1.6 trillion in car loans, a near file of $1.6 trillion in pupil loans, and a path of file $1.2 trillion in pupil loans, and a path of file $1.2 trillion in credit scorecard debt. The US right now could be swimming in debt. And general family debt is now up over 56% over the last 10 years. And overall credit scorecard debt is up 53% since just 2020. We can see that delinquency charges on credit scorecards and vehicle loans are now on the 2008 economic disaster levels. Now, I've been speaking approximately this a touch bit because I do think we are going to get to a degree toward the stop of 2025 where the Fed has no choice but to bail out the banks. Because of all of these delinquencies and all of those unpaid debts, the banks have a whole lot of unrealized losses right now. They've lent out lots of cash wherein they may be now not getting again, and nicely no one's actually choosing up the bad debt. And I think those numbers are most effective going to preserve to go up the longer that we are within the present day economic situations that we're in proper now. And so that is exactly why all of this records that we're going to be getting very soon is so vital to apprehend what will happen subsequent with the markets, because notwithstanding all of this file debt and all of these exclusive industries and family debt and vehicle loans, student loans, all that kind of stuff, credit card debt, despite that we are nonetheless smashing all-time highs on the SP 500 and we are still smashing all-time highs within the crypto market, which indicates that consumers have misplaced religion inside the US economic system proper now. They're simply seeking to make as a great deal cash as feasible in investments. And nicely, if these investments crash, it will be a pretty vast financial fallout. But right, here's the component. There's a lot to look forward to, and we are going to be speaking about that because politicians are actually starting to alternate their stance on cryptocurrency as nicely. And this is genuinely vital as properly due to the fact that it is giving loads of recent people that by no means were given concerned in cryptocurrency a ton of self-assurance to get into the markets. And this variety of people which can be getting concerned, those retail and even establishments and large groups who are now going to be buying cryptocurrencies. It's going to make a big difference for this bull run. It's going to permit us to look capital we've by no means visible come into the crypto. I mean, we are already smashing Bitcoin all-time highs. Do now not get me wrong. XRP is already shifting mana extra significantly, a lot in advance on into the cycle that it did formerly. That's splendid. However, there is a lot more. It's going to be coming right here too. We can see RFK Jr. said that Bitcoin is a foreign money of freedom and Bitcoin is a hedge in opposition to inflation for middle elegance Americans, a treatment against the dollar's downgrade from the arena's reserve foreign money, and the off-ramp from a ruinous national debt. Let me repeat that. Bitcoin is an off-ramp from a ruinous national debt. We have politicians, very influential politicians, which can be announcing this. This is a completely clean message, and this is something that sincerely shows, human beings are swimming in debt proper now. It is terrible. People are concerned about their destiny, but Bitcoin is imparting an option to this. And also, you nice accept as true with even Donald Trump has been talking about this, and he's speaking approximately investing extra into Bitcoin inside the US authorities and basically constructing a brand new monetary system on pinnacle of this too. Now, how this new economic gadget is going to be run could be quite surprising to you guys and virtually cool, and that's what David Schwartz is going to be speaking approximately very soon with XRP and RLUSD all integrated into this. Now, just real brief before we get into that, even though we want to simply spotlight a bit greater just how influential cryptocurrency has been at some stage in this election cycle. We can see the Bitcoin blockchain was used to officially stable an election in Screven County, Georgia, and make sure the votes couldn't be altered. We're using a blockchain generation so that you can make sure secure elections, guys. This is insane. If you instructed me this turned into going to happen 4 years ago, 5 years in the past, I would say no manner. Like this is going to be taking at the least 20, 30 years to happen, but it's going on already. And I am calling it right now, the subsequent US election is going to be completely secured by way of blockchain generation. And it's our task at the XRP network to expose that our ledger and our generation might be the choicest database that the USA authorities can use. Because in the event that we do that, well, it is glaringly going to be extra special for the election integrity. And also it's going to be first rate for our network as nicely. It's a win-win for all people worried. Now, permits get into XRP in particular due to the fact there's a whole lot of stuff we need to stay up for here, guys. Number one, it is absolutely vital for me to inform you, men, XRP is surely just getting commenced right here. It broke all expectations, and now my view of XRP at some point of this bull cycle has been completely altered after the final week. And digital asset investor. Great YouTuber by means of the manner, really experiences content and experienced what he has to mention on X, said this, and he has exquisite factor. He says, XRP is just getting started. Here's just 5 things coming that could send it further. The Gensler resignation. Okay, this by myself will 2x XRP. I trust the Ripple lawsuit ending. Once more, that is going to be huge. 50% single day increase, I believe, XRP ETFs. It's going to be huge. We saw what this did for Bitcoin. Just imagine what that is going to do for XRP, the real USD authentic release. Large and of direction, all of the crypto rules, it really is going to be taking place this 12 months. I think between those 5 elements, 2025 is going to allow XRP to, without difficulty, surpass $10. I very strongly agree with that. And so even nowadays, while XRP simply had a monumental upward thrust and then set $1.08 as of the time we recorded this video, I still suppose it's a good deal. Because even supposing XRP